It was a rough day for Yankees fans. Let's discuss on Fantasy Baseball Today in 5. Welcome into FBT in 5 on Tuesday, March 12th. I am Frank Stanfill, all by myself. Things were going too well for the New York Yankees, and then we got some bad news on Monday morning. Gerrit Cole will undergo an MRI on his right elbow, and he's been having difficulty bouncing back from his throwing this spring. We didn't get a prognosis for Cole on Monday, possibly not going to come out on Tuesday either. Apparently, he's slated for multiple opinions regarding the course of treatment. This is obviously a huge blow. Gerrit Cole is coming off his first Cy Young Award and has thrown the most innings in baseball since 2017. A proven workhorse, borderline first-round pick in ADP. Currently the SP2 off the board behind Spencer Strider. That is going to drop. Again, we're kind of in limbo right now. We're waiting to learn more about the situation. For people drafting over the next couple of days, you're going to ask, what do we do with Gerrit Cole? And on the Full Lane podcast, Scott seriously said that you should delay your draft until we know more information, because that's how important Gerrit Cole is as a late first, early second round pick. If we have to rank him right now, it sounds like somewhere in the 6th round, once the Grayson Rodriguez's, Bobby Miller's, Yuri Perez's come off the board, because those guys, while they do have a lot of upside, I think they do have some downside as well, typically being drafted as, SP2s in drafts. So if you have to continue on with your draft right now and figure out, man, when do I actually start to consider Gerrit Cole? It sounds like the 6th round is that range. Chris Towers was in an industry draft on Monday night. It was a 14-team league, and Gerrit Cole went at pick 67 to Clay Link of RotoWire. And again, that's in conjunction with that kind of 6th round price tag, but we're still waiting to learn more. It could turn out, we find out in a couple of days, boom, Gerrit Cole needs season-ending surgery, or on the optimistic side, maybe he just rests for a little bit, misses the first couple of weeks, maybe first month of the season, and then he's back to the Gerrit Cole we know and love. But right now, it's just really hard to say what's going to happen. What happens with the Yankees if this turns out to be the worst-case scenario for Gerrit Cole? My guess is they turn to one of Blake Snell or Jordan Montgomery. They traded for Juan Soto this year. They are all in. They need to maximize this season, and they can't let it go to waste. Even if Gerrit Cole is missing an extended period of time, I think that they would have to make a move. If they don't, then they have to fill that role from within. Who are the names that we're looking at on the Yankees? One of Luke Weaver, Clayton Beeter, Luis Gil, that's Luis Gil, but it's pronounced Luis Gil, or Will Warren. So there are some prospects, some guys that have shown some flashes in the minors. Luis Gil pitched on Monday in spring training. He threw 3 2/3 shutout innings with 8 strikeouts. He averaged 97.2 miles per hour on his fastball. He had 15 swinging strikes on 49 pitches. There's a live arm there. He's got a big slider as well. The strikeouts are there. Has struggled with control throughout his career, dealt with some injuries as well. These are depth pieces. That's exactly what they should be. They shouldn't be relied upon to be in your starting rotation. So again, if something happens to Gerrit Cole, my guess is the Yankees would go out and make a move for somebody. But again, that's just pure speculation so far on my part. We did get some other news on Aaron Judge. Apparently he is, quote, mid-spring beat up and is not expected to return until Wednesday at the earliest. The Yankees didn't reveal exactly what Aaron Judge is dealing with, but we heard earlier this spring that Judge's right big toe will require, quote, constant maintenance for the remainder of his career. Sounds like everything that I've read so far. This is not related to that toe injury that Judge dealt with last year. He has dealt with many injuries over the course of his career. He's obviously a very big human being as well, so just requires more maintenance, I think, than the average player in general as well. And now he's expected to play center field most of the time this upcoming season for the Yankees. So again, talking about this on the Full Length podcast, the guys didn't sound too worried. Maybe drop him down a few spots. Chris was talking about maybe more of at the 1-2 turn, early second round pick. Scott was a little bit more optimistic, like maybe drop him down a few spots. But if you play in a points league, I think Aaron Judge is still a mid-first round pick. If you play in a categories league, in a 12-team league, you're probably looking at Aaron Judge towards the end of that first round, early second round. Big power, lots of batting average, maybe chips in a few steals. The counting stats should be awesome, assuming that lineup could stay healthy, which As of now, I don't know. The Yankees have just dealt with so much over the course of the past couple of years, but we'll see what happens with both Aaron Judge and Gerrit Cole moving forward. For more extensive fantasy baseball coverage, listen to the Fantasy Baseball Today podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, the Audacy app, or anywhere else podcasts are found. Thanks for listening to Fantasy Baseball Today in 5, and we'll be back again tomorrow. Bye-bye.